Hello again, welcome back to my channel. I have come on again to make a tiny little dinky box from the die cut from the mystery bag at Gummiapan. So it's called, this is what it's called, I'll put it in my description box, and I made it last night and it's quite fiddly, but it does make into a nice little box. Sort of carton. So what I want to do first is I wanted to do a little bit of stamping onto the box. You could use obviously you could use just need to get some ink. You could use some nice patterned paper as well to decorate it, but I thought I might just do some inking. So I've got a couple of pieces of smooth card, which I believe is from the craft stash. So I'm going to just cut. So what you need to do to make this box, this little dinky box here, is that you have to cut two of these out on your card in order for them to make the box. So I'm going to just pop that through the die cutter. And one should be enough, I think, to go through. And it also embosses all these little score lines as well onto it. Although I did, when I was folding and burnishing up, before that I went over it with my scoreboard because that was easier for me. So, and then just do another one at the other side of your card. You could emboss this card before you put the box together. There's lots of different ways that you could do it. So I just thought I would stamp on it. And there we have it again. So it is quite a fiddly wee box. I'll not say it's easy, but if you take your time to do it, you will manage. Now, I've got a few wee bits and pieces here that I've always had cut out, which I might add. It's just a wee box of things I made before. They're just a mixture of different things. So I've got the dragonfly there, which might be quite nice, or something else I could add to it at the end. I'm not sure, I might not even do that, but it's a possibility. So, my table is getting ever so messy again. So what I did was, as I say, I die cut both out because you need both to make the box. And then what I thought I would do was I would I've got this cloth here and it's a bit messy here, so just give it a wee wipe. So what I thought I'd do was, before I put it together, I would just stamp on it a little bit to give it a bit of something instead of it being a plain card. So I'm just going to use this piece to put under, and I know you're not going to see it that well. I'm just going to find a few wee stamps here that I think I'll use. I did look in the Gummiapan ones I have. I don't have probably the stamps that I'd like to have to do that stamping, so I'm going to use ones that I've got in my stash here. I'm just trying to find something that's not too big. I've got some of these tiny Majestics dies from dies, even got dies on the brain, from cardio stamps, but I'm not sure they're the wrong sort of thing. So let me rustle through a bit more to see if I've got anything else that might work. It just needs to be something smallish that would fit. What's that? Just bear with me as I find something, because I should be able to find some. I've got plenty bits and pieces. Well, I thought I had anyway. Tell you what, let's just use these ones. So these are really quite old. I've had them for years. They're not even in their original bag, and some of them don't even stick to the pads now that I used to, you know, the not the pads, the, what's the word I'm trying to say, the blocks, that's what I'm trying to say. I couldn't think of the word. So anyway, let's just pick. So there's like a wee tiny butterfly, a couple of hydrangeas, a wee leaf and a butterfly. So let's just do some nice colours, and I do like blues, so I'm going to go to that peacock feathers, and I'm just going to pick up the hydrangea, and I'm just going to randomly kind of go over the box. I'm not going to have any rhyme or reason really. Like so. On there as well. And the same on this piece. Because a lot of these you won't necessarily see it because it will be folded over. So I've done that with that one. Just put that to the side now, and then I could get the little leaf, just if it'll stick on. Let's see. I saw that tiny little cube somewhere a minute ago and I can't see it. Just use this. So I'm going to change up the colour slightly, and I'm going to use some forest moss. Maybe that's too dark actually, that's a bit dark. I want it to be dark. I mean, I'm even worried about the colour just now. Right, I'll use ice spruce, and it's only a little box I'm showing you. Anyway, here we go. So just tuck in one of them there. Tuck one on there. So it's just to give it a wee bit of interest instead of just a plain white sort of box, and it's just something nice to do for a wee change. So I'm just going to the flower, I'm not going over it. Just put a wee bit there, and one more bit, because as I say, a lot of this you will not see, so that's fine, that'll do. Right, I'm just going to blot them a bit because they're going to obviously be a wee bit wet, so let's just blot them very slightly, and then we can, yeah, that's better, and then we can put them together. So there we go. So pop that. Oh, I didn't put the wee butterfly. Oh well, maybe we could do something with that. after. Bear with me and we'll see. Right, so once you've done that, or whatever you're going to do, say you're going to use this wee box, I'm just going to blot it again because it's, I don't want it to smudge, and it could quite easily smudge just because of the ink. Yeah, I think that's okay now. So pop that to the side. Pieces away, and what I did was I got my scoreboard, just bashed my, and I went over the score lines, because although there's score lines in it, they're not particularly, you know, they need a bit more scoring. So what I did was I used the smaller bit of my ball tool and I just lined it up with one of the lines on there and went along all of the pieces that had scoring on it. Okay, so that whole piece actually had scoring on it. So just down here like that, and then this bit here. As long as you're in the track, it should be fine. And then this whole piece down here. Just helps to keep your lines crisp, your folds crisp. And then when it comes to the bit here, where it's got this sort of, this bit here, just do the very same, but don't go to these triangular bits just now. I'll show you what I did there. So just finding a track, making sure you're in the track bottom and top, and just pulling your stylus down, and the same here. So it does take a wee minute or two just to do this, but I find it's easier, and I find that you get really crisp in the right place folds. This is just something that I want to do, and I think it's easier. So just lining that up in the track, making sure it's in the, oh, careful not to move it too much. There we go. And then there's a bit here as well, which needs that, because these all get folded over, and then just find a track and go down to that bit. And then what I did was I just bent, I did go in one of the tracks. I had to have it there and there and just hope that I had it kind of correct. But what another thing you can actually do once you've done all that is just get a ruler and just, I'll need that. Just get a piece of paper or a ruler and go to find these bits. It's quite hard to see. I'll pop you down, but it's quite hard to see these little folds. You can probably see it there at the back. So what you can do with a piece of paper is make sure you're using the smallest side, is go from there to there, and that just means you're going to get it and it will fold nicely just from there to there. So a straight, so you could use a ruler, or you could use this piece of card, whichever suits, whichever you prefer. So I'm going to do it on that side so you can actually kind of see. So it kind of goes up to here, from here to here, a couple of times go down, and from here to kind of roughly here. When you fold the card in, when you fold it into actually being the box, it will naturally kind of gravitate to go like that anyway. Right, we'll bring it up again slightly. So the next thing I did, I went round all these folds I'd done with my bone folder, and I just wanted to get these as crisp as I could, so that when I put the box together, it went together fine. So fold that down and just go over with a bone folder. This bit I think I might cut off this time. I didn't cut it off the last time, but having looked at the box now, I'm thinking perhaps it would look better like that. So, and then this fold here, the top. So I'll do the other one and then I'll come back. Hi folks, so now I've scored all the bits and they're all ready to be stuck together. So having looked at the box, I'm thinking perhaps I should cut these off. We don't need these, because when you naturally, with that fold, push the box together, they kind of get in the way. So if they're not there, so like these are left, I left them on, but they sort of naturally get in the way of the hole. So if I cut these off, just show you what they'd be like if it was cut off, and then push that together, that would be better, definitely. So that needs to be the two pieces, the two little flaps on the two sides with the triangle and the line that goes at each. So that's these two bits. So this bit the top and this bit the top. So I'm just going to snip them away because we don't need them. Okay, and the same at this one. There we go. So we don't need them. And then I found this little glittery, nice sort of aqua blue colour that I thought would go with the rest of the colours that I've stamped on it. So I can pop that together and show you how I'm going to do that. So I'm just going to glue all these bits together. So what I did was, get it round the right way, I glued this bit, oh, I don't think I've put that one over actually. There we go. I glued this to this. So I actually chopped this bit off as well, because I don't think you need that bit. So that's going to be going on to here. And I also, now did I chop that off? No, what I did was I put the one that I'd cut off on the bottom, and the one that I didn't cut off, I kept this on that so I could attach it inside, if you see what I mean. And then you go around just attaching it all like that, and it makes into the wee box. So let's just do that. So it's actually better if we put some glue on here. This is the bottom part. Like that. And then this is the other, so that part and that part goes to the side, if you see what I mean. It's going to go up the side. So just because you've got the glue, it's good, and then you can just move it into place and then just press it down, and that's your base. Okay, and then you want to, oh, it's not quite down yet, so we'll just give it another minute or two. Just making sure it's absolutely square together. That's better. There we go. And then that's still not sticking properly, that one. Let's just right, that should be okay. So I then need to glue this flap and this flap, because that's going to go round onto here like that. Okay, so I'm going to put glue onto, so just, I mean, if you were doing this, there's another, you could use red liner tape, but you'd more than likely have to put glue on top of it because it's quite finicky and red tape grabs really quickly. So just getting that bottom part in, leveled up with, try and keep it level with the bottom as well of the base bit. So it's quite fiddly, but it can be done. So, and then just bringing that piece up and bringing that together like that. So I'm just going to burnish it inside as well. And then that wee piece down the bottom. And then it's the same on the opposite side. We put glue onto here and onto the bottom. And then just on here. So it's quite diddly, because it's quite a small little box. And just do exactly the same as you did on the opposite side. Trying to make sure it's in line with everything there, so you want it flush with that corner, and the same with the side, you want that flush with the line that it's going on to up there. And then just give that a wee press with the bone folder. I find the bone folder quite helpful. And then you can actually get a glue or a bottle and just go round the bits that we're laying flat as well. And then that's basically your box. Now, how to get this piece, you just press these pieces in. And because you've scored it, it'll just naturally go in like that. And you'll get that nice, these nice sides, and that's pretty neat little box that. So that's how I made it. So I'm just going to finish off with a little bit of this lovely, what would you call it? Lovely stuff. Just kind of popping that through there, and I suppose anything small could go in here. I don't know what exactly, but anything pretty small could go in there. Just going to cut that again. Just something a wee. This could even actually be used as a gift box on your tree at Christmas. Or, you know, you could have them filled with wee Easter eggs at Easter, or anything really, anything you liked. So popping it that way and then going back through the other top hole is what I think I'm doing. If I can get it to go through without it fraying too much. Yep. And then the same on the opposite side. Oh dear. Come on, out you come. Out you come. This one. Yep. So it. And then just pull these together. I suppose you could pop a little clip on the top if you wanted. You didn't want to do this way, but it's quite nice this way because then it gives you a little bit more. You can add, I was going to put the wee butterfly on, but I don't think I'll be doing that. So let's try and tighten this a bit before it's not getting tightened enough. Come on, tighten up before I do the other bow, the other bit. So yeah, you probably need 2 people to hold this. I'm having a great time with this, am I? Oh my word, honestly. Unbelievable. I'm having a great time trying to tie a bow in this. It's not working. It's getting there. Come on. Come on. Right, keep that tight somehow. I'm not sure how, but keep that tight. Just trying to do a tootsie wee bow in it. I'm trying to keep it tight at the same time, which is not particularly easy when you're not an octopus and don't have lots of arms and fingers. It didn't even go through there, did it? You get my gist anyway. You get my gist, I'm sure. I don't want to burst the things. So yeah, so that's a little box from Gummiapan, and I hope you've enjoyed watching me make this. And if you have, maybe if you've even got this in the mystery bag, maybe you'll try it for yourself. And please do let me know if you did. And you can also, if you want to, there we go, it's a bit of a bow. It's not really the bow I want, but it's a bit of a bow. You can always add your pictures to my social media page. I think you can anyway. I think you can. If you can't, well, it'd be great just to see your pictures somewhere. Even if you want to send me one in the comments of YouTube, that would be amazing. Or the community page, I think you might be able to pop it in there. So thanks for watching, and I'll be back soon with another project, not necessarily a card, a project. If you want any of these lovely die cuts or products from the company Gummiapan, please go to www.messiaprint.co.uk and you can get some lovely products from Matthew there. So thanks for watching, and as I say, I'll be back very soon. Bye for now.